you ever felt a little bit jealous of how easily other women seem to attract good relationships, and you seem to be attracting the same kinds of like commitment phobes and sex buddies without a future and guys who ghost? Well, I'm Carissa, and I help high vibe women heal their hearts and attract new love. And today we are going to talk about why it's so easy for some women to attract love and harder sometimes for other women to attract love. So here is the thing. Different people can experience a similar situation and create completely different stories about what that situation means. And the thing about stories is that we really need our stories because they help us predict what's going to happen and protect ourselves from an outcome that we really don't want, right? But sometimes those stories are wrong, or they're just really, really old and they might have protected us in the past, but we don't need them anymore. We are able to have a bigger and better overview of the situation and a more mature perspective and bring an emotional maturity to being able to see things that we didn't really have before. So the thing about these stories is the stories become our beliefs, and the beliefs keep attracting self-confirming evidence in the form of different experiences. So here's an example of what I mean. You can have 3 different women who are all cheated on, and they can create 3 different stories about what that means. So let's say we have person number 1, and she's cheated on, and she says, I was cheated on because all men cheat. So that's her story. That becomes the belief, and that starts attracting to her the situation over and over and over again of men cheating on her because it matches the belief. Person number 2 could have a man cheat on her, and then she says to herself, he cheated on me because I am not worthy of good love. And then that story becomes her belief. That belief starts attracting self-confirming evidence, and so now all of her relationships suck, because whether it's a romantic relationship or friendship or colleagues or at work, whatever it is, she's being mistreated because she believes that's what she deserves. Person number 3 could have that situation happen where she was cheated on, and she could say, he made a stupid choice and I deserve better. So now what she's attracting is this different experiences that confirm that for her. I deserve better. So she moves on into something that is much more satisfying for her because she believes that she can have that and that that's what she deserves, and that what happened isn't a reflection on her personally. And I want to also just stop here and say that if you are cheated on, or if situations are happening that you don't like, the intention of explaining how the law of attraction kind of figures into that isn't for you to then believe that it's your fault. It's not your fault, love, but if you want a better future, it is your problem, or it is your responsibility to make the healing changes that will create what's new for you. So I just want to stress that it's not your fault. And honestly, into every life, a little rain must fall. So sometimes things happen that are just, it's like if you're attracting the same thing over and over and over again, that's an issue. If it's like a one-off kind of weird thing, you can just go, okay, that was weird. You know what I mean? But generally, if you have a belief or a story, you can tell that you have it because you're attracting the same kind of situation over and over and over and over again. So, back to this woman who seems to be attracting love in a much more easy way than you are. I want to help you remember and really understand that it's not about what's going on with other women, because you really don't know her history or her struggle. What it's really about is looking at yourself and celebrating how far you have come and making the investment in healing your own heart and your own love life. So rather than measuring yourself against someone else, what I really would love to see you do is to measure yourself against how far you've come. So look at your current self, look at your past self, and really love yourself up for how far you've come, from how you used to handle those situations and what you used to put up with, and how you used to conduct yourself in relationships and how you do now. Really give yourself love and praise, and really congratulate yourself for how far you've come, because that's where the shifts happen. That's where the power is. It's not in comparing yourself to someone else. It's in comparing yourself to how far you've come, because looking at that space, looking at that change is what helps you solidify for yourself and your spirit your own power to heal and your own power as a master manifester. So, big manifesting tip. Use that jealousy that you might feel, or that envy, if you feel more comfortable calling it that. When you think of these other women who seem to have an easier time manifesting love, use that jealousy or that envy to pinpoint exactly what she has that you want to create for yourself. Use that jealousy as clarity fuel so that you can really define for yourself what it is that you want to manifest in your own life. What healthy, loving relationship do you want to have for yourself? Get specific about what it is. Sometimes the best ways to get clarity are through looking at our jealousy and the wisdom that it holds about what we're not experiencing, what someone else is experiencing that we're not experiencing, or to experience to experience the exact opposite of what you really would like to have. That also sharpens your focus about what you really want to have. So those are two ways that you sometimes will manifest for yourself in order to get super crystal clear clarity about what you want to create for yourself in your love life going forward. So, for more tips about how to heal your heart and attract the love, the soulful, deep, stand the test of time love that your heart craves and desires and deserves, then subscribe. And remember that self-love is the very best love. So put your healing first, love yourself best, and all other love will flow to you. Take care.